Hello. Thank you for watching Bougie Bayou Witches Podcast.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses. Where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it a buck, 100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week.
Hello, this is Tony from Bougie Bayou Witches Podcast. I am the host, and I do have some guests with me.
Nisha
Q the Alchemist.
All right. So today, this is episode 20, and we're talking about, is it okay to have dating preferences? Because, these days people want to pick on you and want to talk about you because you got dating preferences, but I don't feel like, it's that bad. At the end of the day, you want what you want, and you like what you like. And if it takes you a while to get it, then guess what? You want, because you being picky, and having your dating preferences is going to have to take you a little while. But having dating preferences is coming, and it's natural, part of a dating process. People often have preferences based on a variety of factors such as physical appearance, personality traits, values, interests, and lifestyle choices. However, there are several important aspects to consider regarding dating preferences. So, of course, we got the self-awareness, we got the flexibility, we got the respect, we got non-discrimination, all kinds of different things, but I'm going to go ahead and get started with my guests. Understand why you have certain preferences, but are they based on meaningful values and capability, or are they influenced by superficial or societal standards? Your preferences when it comes to dating.
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay.
Yes. I can read it back out to you because I know it was kind of long. Are they based on meaningful values and capability, or are they influenced by superficial or societal standards when it comes to your dating preferences?
I think both, because you don't know what you like. You don't know what you like until you're with someone, and
okay.
what's something that irritates you that you haven't had before. Two, it's your personality trait. You need to know who you are as an individual. So when it comes to dating, or if there's preferences that you don't like, you can, pick them out right away. Or sometimes it takes you a little bit longer because, after that 6 months to a year representative, that's when they truly start to show their colors. If they're actually, if y'all living with each other, mm-hmm. It shows that, hey, now I get to finally see how this person is, and this is something I'm not used to or I don't like, and I'm not going to accept it. So, then there's also, you thought that you liked because you like their stuff that they do because you want to get to know them, come to find out that's not what you really like. You were just, stringing them along to get to know them, to do other stuff. Things like that.
Get them cookies. Mm. Okay, what about you, Q?
Cookies.
Okay, well, my answer. I'm going to go off of values because you got to have to value, my time is valuable. I'm not going to, get down wasted on no one. And I'm going to show you who I am from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? This is what you see is what you go get.
Okay.
And I'm straightforward. I'm stand up. Some people don't like that. Some people that, want the watered down version, but mm-hmm. I'm authentically uncut raw. I just got to give it to you the way it is. And, I just know when it comes to those things, you got to have a good mindset, and be able to communicate, be able to reciprocate of the energy the way it need to be done, just the work, if you're willing to put in the work. And it's more of a, I'm more mental, I want the mental orgasm before it comes to the body type of thing, so if you could touch me on that intellectual level, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. If we can't hold a good platonic conversation, or able to talk on that level, you lost me. Honestly, you lost me. So it's not no much as the body when it comes to me, because the thing about it, you could have a person's mind, and their body could be there, and they mind wouldn't even, their body, it wouldn't even matter. So when it comes to that part, give me that mental aspect of you first. Let me see where we can go with that first, and then it could lead into other things. So that's where I'm at with it.
All right, that's what's up. I don't think my dating preference standards are superficial. I just feel like they're just, a few preferences that I actually would prefer. I guess I have my standards and stuff, so, I want what I want, and I like what I like, so I guess, that's my little 2 cents on that. But while having preferences is normal, being too rigid can limit your dating pool and potentially cause you to miss out on meaningful connections, which is true. Okay, so being open to meeting people who might not fit your ideal checklist perfectly, but could still be a great match. All right. And then it's essential to respect others' preferences as well. You just as you have your own set of criteria, others have theirs. Mutual respect is crucial for healthy dating interaction. So, in other words, when people start trying to, be evil or mean because they feel like, oh, you want this, you want that, but you look like this, that, or you ain't making this, that, but you want this person, or you could be making that, and you expect for that person to make that. So, it's just being respectful because, at the end of the day, a person have their own dating purposes, and you can't sit here and knock them for that. You can't sit here and try to comfort them because they obviously are not into you, or they're rejecting you, or they're not your cup of tea,
Right.
or you're not their, you're not their cup of tea and stuff like that. So yeah. I would say, what are the most common dating preferences people have and why? What do you feel like are the most common dating preferences people have and why?
Basically, communication.
You think that's all people be worried about is some communication?
Communication. They look at the
Their
looks.
Preferences.
They look
how
at
tall a man
how
is.
tall
They
a
want a
man
6 feet or
is,
taller.
and,
I'm
you know,
5'6".
So height does play
if she got a good body, this and that, but like I say, everybody's different, man. Everybody's different.
So when you sit out there chatting with your homeboys, y'all don't be sitting here talking about what type of women y'all like when you chatting with your homeboys.
Well, see,
come
some
on,
of my
let's keep
homeboys
it
get mad at me because the simple fact is, like, we could go out and go somewhere. Oh man, you see her, she bad. Just because she bad, that don't mean she need to be in my energy. I don't rock like that. Like, everybody's wired different.
So as you see, there you go. As you see, even your friends and stuff can have different, they have different dating preferences.
And I was like, okay.
They might see her with a big booty or big breast and stuff and be like, oh, she fine. But then as they get to know her, they be like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
toxic.
But see,
or she delusional,
So. Yeah,
or she just don't know how to talk about that. She want to talk about money versus having an intellectual conversation, like you said. How she want to materialistic.
It's a toss up. It's a give and take. My thing is, I believe like this when it comes to anything. Dream work make the team work. Happy houses, happy spouses. Straight up. That's how I look at it. So when it comes to that aspect, I can't speak for other men, but on my standard, what I'm saying, she can't look hard on the eye. What I'm saying, she gotta be. You
can't put that brown pepper bag on her face, right?
She gotta be,
Why not?
She gotta have a good look
put no
too.
brown pepper bag on nobody's face. If they look that bad,
no. The simple fact is, the bag came off the next morning, and you wake up, you be like, oh, what?
Yeah, like who are you with? Who
they need love too.
No.
Yes, they need love, and they got Nisha to love.
No.
Yeah,
that ain't gonna work.
They need love too, but at the same time, it has to play a part.
Your own
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has to play a part. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too rounded about she got to have a bad body and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just something just to fit my hands. You know what I'm saying? I got big hands, but just something just to
What, the before or after?
He said the small lowercase c.
Right. Just
that lowercase c. It ain't got to be the big c.
No,
No, big C?
Like a little handful. It ain't got to be a humongous handful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to
okay.
pick them, be able to pick them up too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be, all that type of stuff. But what I'm saying is
meaning
that
y'all could be, about 300 some pounds or something like that. Because I know you can bench about that much.
No, little bit. You gotta a little bit. I don't want to do a workout when I come from the gym. I don't want to do that. I want to have something I can, have fun. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Have fun with.
So you have dating purposes, as you see.
You do.
Because you're saying, I want them to be a certain size. That's part of a dating preference. See, I'm picking your brain right now. I'm picking your brain. I'm trying to see what is your type.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And you want a handful, but what type of handful?
But you know what I'm saying? One cheek. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be a whole. You know what I'm saying?
Oh goodness!
But I'm up here clowning, man. Here we are.
But it's okay.
So what about you? What are the most common dating preferences that you feel people have and why? Because I'm going to tell y'all mine. I'm just waiting for y'all to talk.
Well, I don't. They can't be shorter than me. That's No, that's not gonna happen.
So how tall are you?
Barely 5'6".
She's barely 5'6".
So
You
yeah,
hear that? Okay.
yeah, you know, but just no tallness, and then I don't know if I have a type, but it's like I like the bad boys versus the
no
good boys.
type.
But, that's my song too.
Thing that I like. Okay.
Right.
So when you say you don't have no type, I'm sorry, it just made me think about Rachel.
Yeah, it's just that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think the most common dating purposes I see a lot of people is they be saying, "Oh, I want the man to make 6 figures. I want him to be 6 feet and taller." What else I be seeing? Because I be watching these dating.
They better have a yacht, and I ain't gotta go to work.
And right, and then what I like is when my girl when she be asking them questions like, "Well, how much do you make if he got to make 6 figures?" "Oh, I only make 30,000-40,000. But why did he got to make 6 figures if you only making 30,000-40,000? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like I be seeing all these people saying how they want the man to do this and that. They don't want them to have so many children, but then they got 5 or 6 children. So how you gonna want that guy to have 5 or 6, 7, or however many he might have, but then you got 5 or 6 kids? Or how you gonna want him to make over 6 figures, but you don't even make nowhere near 6 figures? It's like you gotta be a little bit more careful,
realistic,
and realistic on what it is that you want, because you might be asking for too much. I mean, again, you are entitled to what it is that you want, because that is your dating preference. But at the same time, let's be realistic. You got to match it too. Now you can't be asking for this and that, and you can't even provide none of that. And you can't even bring none to the table. Right. You can't even bring it halfway to the table and stuff. But it is some men that will be okay with a woman with those preferences.
She got to be snack size. Put it to like that.
With 5 or 6, but you gotta make 5 or 6 figures though.
You say she gotta be snack size.
But hold up, well, see, with the list, right, that men or women come out with, we have to concentrate on being a list instead of asking what we want in the list. Uh-huh. So you gotta match the list of what you asking for. It's all about reciprocation. So whatever you putting on that list to write out, concentrate on looking at that list and studying that list and becoming a part of that list too as well.
Right.
So.
Okay. How can having preferences impact one's dating life positively and negatively? So how do you feel like having these preferences can affect your dating life positively and negatively?
Well, some people might not fit my standards or whatever like that. It's like, oh, it's cool.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is, Because, see, honestly, I'm really a loner. I can go to sleep and be good by myself. It's a choice of me, just like love is a choice.
Right.
So I have a choice if I want to have somebody in my energy or not. But who does not want to be loved or have to share with somebody on this journey? Who doesn't?
Right.
But you got to pick the right mate. You got to find out, because that person that you pick is a reflection of you. Mm-hmm. So you have to understand that part too as well when it's come out to choosing your mate.
Okay. Honestly. What about you?
What was the question?
The question is, how can having preferences impact one's dating life positively and negatively? Negatively.
Well, you have to get along for one of you two being together, because you do bounce off each other's energy. And then also there's a situation where, sometimes y'all might not like the same things each other. Like, just if you that supportive, you'll go along with that person, even though it's my first time doing it. Let's, continue to do it. Or you feel like that. I lost my thought with the train of thought.
I know you did. Because I'm like, you ain't even answering the question.
I know it's a question.
All right, let me jump in here. Okay, so I feel like sometimes dating preferences can impact people's life negatively and positively, because if your preferences are not realistic and they just way out there, it's going to make it harder for you to find someone that match those preferences. And then on the positive side, I would say, like, on the positive side, it could be positive, because if your dating preferences isn't that bad and you got so many people, wanting to mingle and get to know you and talk to you, then that's a good thing. But if your dating preferences is just kind of unrealistic, then you're going to have a hard time trying to find you somebody. You're going to keep having those preferences, and then one day you're going to be like, okay, I'm 50 years old. All right, let me change these dating preferences up. So,
But you got to go outside.
That clocked them. Okay,
you'll be like, okay, I got these preferences, I'm sticking to them. But then as you stick to them, a year go by, 2 years go by, 3 years go by. But so it's gonna make you start saying, okay, maybe reevaluate some of some of my dating preferences. You know what I'm saying? Be open to all nationalities and stuff. You know, so it just makes you want to say, okay, I know I like and prefer to date my own, but I'm gonna be open to all. You know, so it'll just make you start kind of like changing and switching them up. You know what I'm saying? So like, are you open to all of your are you open to all the different nationalities that's out here? Or you have certain preferences?
Certain preferences, but black is beautiful. The black love is
I mean, I agree, but all nationalities are beautiful.
I never really just
be
stepped
open
out.
to it.
I never really just stepped outside. You know, I never really did.
You never stepped outside your culture?
Really? No, never.
You only dated inside your culture?
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't step out, so it is what
I
it
have
is.
to.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I had a snow bunny, but you know.
Why they gotta be snow bunnies?
Well, she just can't
She
just
could be a
Caucasian
female.
woman.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, but
So, yeah.
I'm in charge.
but when I was younger, but other than that, I never you know, cause that really didn't count because I was 18. I was young, but
It don't matter. It's okay.
But
You can be in
still
relationships when you in high school.
Yeah.
There's some people that high school sweethearts that get married and still probably married.
okay, well, it counted.
Okay,
But,
yeah.
but other than
you
that,
said 13, but you said 18.
She was, you know, she was the only one. But other than that, it was just always just.
Did
you
your
know,
mom and your
women.
grandmother and all them like her?
Oh, no, it was like kind of sort of, but she was missing little screws. She was crazy.
They know, baby. They know.
She was crazy.
He said she was missing a couple screws. She was crazy.
So, you know,
Mama
I had
know.
to back off away from that. So,
Okay. What about you, Nisha?
Oh, I didn't had my.
What is your
choice of-
preferences? Like, if you whatever date and be open, what nationalities would you be open to?
I guess the Hispanic, and I like Cubans.
Okay. All right. Me, I'm just open. You know, if you look at me. If you got, because I was about to lie. If you got great conversation, you honest, trustworthy, you make a decent amount of money. You ain't got no bus load full of kids. Not no multiple baby mamas. Now at the most I would say 3. Rock with
you
3.
generous. I would have said 1.
Well, that's because you don't have no kids, but I got children. I got 2 different my sons are grown, but they do have 2 different fathers. So at the end of the day, I could extend 1 extra one. So
Okay.
3. And I would say, just as long as you intellectual and you ain't all into it, just straight texting and you know how to communicate and talk. I can't do no man that all he want to do is text all the time. It's okay to text. I understand when you're busy at work, you can't talk on the phone. But I'm saying when you're not at work, let's communicate. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear how you talk. I want to see if you know how to, pronunciate your words and if you know how to communicate and talk. Because some folks, they don't really know how to communicate and talk. I be, listening to some people and I be like, okay, next. Okay, who's next on the list? So I want to make sure I'm with someone that do know how to communicate and stuff. So, as long as you can meet all of that and, it don't matter what nationality you are, and you're working with a little something. So, yeah. Then we're good. So, the next question is...
Anybody need to expand my horizon. I had to give a little bit more flavor.
There you go. That's
Because
you got to understand when you got this selective, dating preference and you don't start open and expanding. Because I used to be like, I want to just only stick to my culture. But then I started saying, well, let me just start opening. I'm telling you, you'll start having them come. You get, you'll be part of that, white woman, what they call it now, the black woman effect. So it'll be the white woman, the black man, white woman effect, whatever they want to call it, and however they would say it. But yeah, you'll be part of that.
Okay, look at you. Okay.
So that's so crazy. But where is the line between having preferences and being discriminatory? Just discriminating basically. And this ain't got nothing to do with discriminating with color and stuff. It's just discriminating on the person, period. You know how you're, when your preferences can be so picky to the point where you're just basically discriminating.
Yeah, you can't ask for a person to fly if they ain't got wings. Man. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask for those things, man. So you gotta be realistic with your preference. You gotta be understanding.
Real bull.
You gotta be understanding. Yeah, you gotta be understanding with your preference, man. Because really, when it comes to me, man, if you can hold a good conversation, you have an intellectual, a good mindset. It ain't so much of the when it comes to me of looking at the finances because we could build that together. We could build, but have
okay,
something.
an example for you then.
But have something.
You say it has nothing to do. So you would be okay if a woman was only making like $25,000-$30,000 a year.
Well, if we could build and we could build that together, we could take those things and we could build. Yeah.
Okay, well that's a great thing. So what if she was only making like maybe $18,000-$20,000 a year?
We can build. I always look at to where we can take things and we can, if we come together, I take mine and take yours, we come together, we can build with that.
I like that.
We can build.
Because some men be like, nah, she got to be making a little bit more. I like what you said.
Really, because like if you want to think about it, time is a lie. Money is really an illusion. If you want to go there, but we needed to live here.
Yeah. Okay, so question: what if you were making six figures? Do you feel like whatever your mate or the woman that you do decide to get with would have to be making that?
Man, I take a girl from Burger King, man.
Okay, yeah, I heard that.
Straight up.
All right, that's what's up.
Straight up, because the simple fact is, if I got something, I could take you. We can build together. I look at building. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's for a man. Period. I can't understand for certain. I can't explain for other men, but when it comes to me, I look at things that we can build. We can build. We can create. We can come together. We can manifest together. That's what it's really all about. Right. When it comes to, companionship, relationship, everything is finding a way to where you can communicate and reciprocate the energy, the love, and build.
And I appreciate it. I like that. But everybody has their own opinions and dating purposes. So Nisha, you next. Because I can't say the same.
Me making my six figures and they were making $30,000 a year.
No, I'm just saying I can't say it if I could take a man from Burger King.
Oh my God, that's why they want. It's like not Burger King. You better be.
But I like the fact that you can, but I can't say the same.
That's like go shopping at Amazon. That's like working at Amazon.
I might as well just go ahead and pay all the bills. But yeah, majority of them. But yeah.
Everybody's preference is different.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And that's what makes the world go round. Everybody's not the same. Right. We're all different.
But not Burger King.
You wouldn't take a man from Burger King?
You gotta be
Taco Bell?
Mechanic. You can be the mechanic. I just can't do fast food.
Okay, so she do a mechanic. That's what's up. What about warehouse?
No.
You don't want a man to be working at the warehouse?
No.
Why?
Because they didn't have everybody in the warehouse.
Oh,
not all the time. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's put some cut up in it. Because not every man is like that.
Yes, no, not every man, but the horror stories I've heard, it does happen.
I don't work at them before.
Oh, I have too. Amazon. I mean, oops.
See, that's different. See.
Oh, she done told it.
See, that's. Oh.
Then they make good money too with your product. It's
different. It's different. Since I've been here, I never ran into that experience of.
That's good.
Dealing with that type of stuff, everybody have different standards and different rules when it comes to themselves,
Right.
The energy exchange hits different when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. Mm-hmm. Okay, so how can individuals balance their preferences with being open-minded? You know what I'm saying? Like just being open-minded. How can you? Do you feel like you're open-minded when it comes to balancing your dating preferences?
Sometimes. I think I asked for too much.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay, what about you? Do you feel like you're open-minded when it comes to your dating preferences?
Yeah, I'm open-minded because the simple fact is you don't know what journey that person is on, and you might have a little bit more than that person, but that person might be just getting on their feet or might just be getting...
And might take off and blow up better than you.
Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
That part.
Mm-hmm. So you don't know. You can't case because of where the person is at that moment. That's not the destination. That's not a destination.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. If they're in their 40s...
Oh, no, see, now, hey, yeah, you.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, if they're in their 40s and 50s, I ain't just talking about starting out in life.
Oh, no, see, that's a different answer.
What I'm saying is, I'm in my 40s. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this year.
I got a little different dating preferences. I can't take the Taco Bell or the McDonald's.
Right, that's a different answer.
That worker, because you have to understand,
if you got some, and if we communicate and you got some things, you got some visions with certain things, it's all about your mindset. If you got that.
I'm like a goal-oriented man that has visions and goals. If you're not goal-oriented, you can't even look my way because you ain't trying to do nothing with your life.
But there's a lot of devils out here.
I'm a very goal-oriented person.
So my thing is that if you got a vision and I already got a vision. I'm trying to get 5 streams of income this year. Point of period. I'm gonna get it.
Okay, I'm just messing with you. What were you saying though about the dating preference?
But what I'm saying is that where she at, and I know that's not her destination. If she's going, and trying to move up, I get it. Okay, let's go. But if you're trying to stay stagnant, baby, look, you gotta do something. You gotta.
So if you're so open minded, so that means you won't. It don't matter what size the woman is. She could be 400-500. You're being open minded. So would you be open minded to that?
See, I ain't my
if she
mind
got a
ain't
good
that
heart. No. But Quinn, hold on. She has a good heart.
Yeah.
She's a really sweet person, and she's working on trying to lose weight. Would you be open minded?
I'm the perfect guy. I like fitness.
That's all I'm just trying to say.
Let's work it.
Okay,
Let's work.
You gotta
It's
be
all about
open
work.
minded. It's about being. We can't just say, "Oh
Let's
no,
work.
they got to be a fun size, snack
Let's
size."
work.
No, they can be whatever size.
I was joking.
But as
I was joking about.
okay. But as long as they're working on trying to change,
most definitely.
then, that's the part about being open minded.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
It sounds
I
like
had
it's going to have to
do
grow on
some.
me at first.
What?
The open-minded in 350.
No, it's because my thing is like, okay, now work. Let's work. Help me help you. Let's work.
Right. Because just like on that, Why Did I Get Married? Look at Jill Scott. She was real big, and how her dude did her. He went and messed with her best friend and stuff like that.
Look at Jill now, boy.
Now look at Jill. He was like, damn, I want Jill back. She was good. So you just got to be careful in how you treat people. Because just because
you never know.
You never know what they can be going on. And next thing you know, look, she got with that guy, and
Everything
he helped
could
her
change.
lose that weight. And man, she was...
Everything could change.
And she took him to Atlanta.
That man played Bob the Builder, man. Yes, we can.
Look at you.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay, so how do cultural and societal influences shape our dating preferences? How do you feel?
Well, when it comes to that, like, when I was younger, I stepped outside, but, I'm really open. Mm-hmm. I'm open because you never know. Love is love. You never know who you can love. And
it don't matter what color you are.
What color you are, love is love.
We all the same color when we cut that light switch off at night.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm just saying.
I'm clear. I'm clear. 6 feet tall.
You're right. Okay, so what about you, Nisha? How do you feel cultural and societal influences shape our dating preferences?
I think now it's more open than anything.
Yes, don't you see more cultural people dating, like you see, white men, black women, or even Hispanic, like whatever. Yeah. It's just all kinds of nationalities, do it. Because I noticed back, like when I was growing up back in the 80s and the 90s,
we weren't like
you didn't see that. No. It was like you gotta be with your culture. You very rarely, and then when you did see it, you looking like, what? Or, it was shocking because you very rarely saw that.
But I do know since I moved to Texas, I want me a Hispanic woman. I want me one.
Ain't they thick? And I don't like women.
But you think about it. I'm not a salsa though. I got dance. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into salsa.
You
Let's go.
you
know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to learn Spanish. I want to get into all those type of things. So
you gonna have them call you Papi Chula?
Yes. Yes.
I'm not worried.
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's good. So, look, you're being more open-minded. So that's cool. And you don't care about the cultural and society on what they say on, dating within your race.
And I love Mexican food. Oh.
I did too, but I got burnt out on it.
Yeah.
I was eating it too much. Mm-hmm. But I still love it. What about you?
Yeah, that too, Taco Tuesdays.
No, I'm saying about as far as...
No, but I think it's more, I think since I've moved here too, and I've seen that, it is very open. And I done gave some people some side eyes. Cause I was like, wow, growing up in Tennessee, we weren't allowed to do that. So you mix with a certain race, or two races, or you don't mix at all. And it's frowned up on. But here it's like, oh, I can date such a, well, he's nice. Well, who is that? It's acceptable here. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you don't get that get chopped down by family or other
yes,
people.
Cause man, back in the day, that was the main thing.
Yeah, cause
your friends, what you doing dating that person? They ain't even your like they
and that's I guess that's the main reason why I did not date outside of my race. Cause it's more
you
like
so worried
family,
about what family and your
then
friends
it's
say.
like, oh, they're not your. And I'm like, wow, okay, well now I move here. I'm like, okay. You got Napolitan, you got Alpha Rides, you got Baskin Robbins.
This ain't Louisiana, this Texas, baby.
Right. So, I'm 2024.
We open.
It's new.
It's
getting out.
So, yeah. Okay. Me, I would say, how do cultural society influences shape our dating preferences? I feel like now it is being more open to see people date outside their races versus how it was a couple decades ago. So I feel like society does play a factor. It's letting people know like love is love. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what nationality you are. If you love that person, you want to be with that person, be with them. You know what I'm saying? So the dating preferences is more open, and I like that now. You know, because, you know, I don't feel like we should have to stick to our race, which I would love to, but, you know, I feel like it's nothing wrong also with being open.
Right.
Because that makes it, you have a bigger selection versus, you know, have this little small selection.
Right, and you might be missing out on a person that's actually
There you go.
a different.
You could be missing on the right one because you sitting here like, I'm just going to stick with my own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what role do personal values and experiences play in forming dating preferences? What role do personal values and experiences play in forming dating preferences? Like, you know, when you're forming and making those dating preferences, what role do you feel like it plays? Like your personal values and stuff like that you got? Like, they got to do this, they got to make this, they can't have no little bitty kids under. Because I ain't going to lie, one of my dating preferences is I prefer a man, kids to be teenagers or older. And it's only because both of my sons are grown. So I'm not having to deal with no little babies that other than my handsome, beautiful grandson. Love you, baby. But other than that, you know, that's whenever I do see him. Like, I don't have to worry about no kids running through the house and let me get off my furniture. Stop doing it. You know, like I gotta worry through that. So it's kind of like, do I even want to go back through that field? And I understand, okay, Tony, that's mean. That's not nice. He didn't help it. He might got started late. Okay, I understand that. But
But you don't have to be over there just all day with them and knowing that you're supposed to just go by and pick them up, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's part of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we all meeting up together. We all meet up together at the gas station.
No, at Burger King at 6.
No, at the gas station. We go get them. We go about our business. Come on, baby. Come get my kids. Let's go. We gone. That's how it's gonna be. Straight
Yeah,
up.
but what I'm saying is, so I know you don't have a problem dating a woman with children or without children and stuff because you do have younger children and stuff.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, if your children were grown, would you be open to dating someone who had younger kids?
Yeah, cause I just love kids and I love running around with them.
Okay. So you're more a family value guy.
Yeah, so you know we gonna pull out the Nerf guns and run around. We all get fussed at.
That's so sweet. That's great. That's good that you have that heart. That's good. What about you, Nisha?
I prefer none. But if they did at least I know most of them gonna have one or two.
You don't want to. So you want to talk to a man who got 3 kids?
You gotta be realistic today.
Come on, you gotta be open minded.
I know I am, but it depends.
3?
Okay,
3.
3. It depends on
Okay.
if they
A 4.
3.
She say 3.
Because what if I want to have one? You know.
So what if that man? What if that man want a big family though?
That part, yeah.
Cause see, I come from a family. My grandma had 75 grandkids.
Okay.
You know, my grandma had 12 kids. My uncle got
It's about
18
compromising.
kids.
Ain't it about compromising?
It is, but you know, free time. That free time's gonna be limited.
I got you though.
Yeah,
That's your dating preference. I respect that.
Yeah, but 3. But
You say that dating time gonna be limited. I just heard what you said. Because you got to be with the kids.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Everybody gonna call.
I know, right? Like, I got this weekend. I got the kids and stuff. So you be like, fuck, when am I have my weekend?
Exactly.
You know. So yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, that too. And then not only that, they do got to be over 10.
I'm sorry. I had an experience where the little kid was writing markers and stuff all in my car, and I'm just like, oh yeah. And after that, I just was like, I don't want to date no man with no more little big kids. No more, like, you know. And I mean, I eventually did date someone with little kids, but then I just realized it wasn't for me. As I got older and older, my kids got grown. I just decided that I would prefer someone with grown kids, or either teenagers or none. I'm good with that. Okay, so where is the line between having? Okay, how can individuals balance their preferences with being open-minded? How can you balance your preferences with being open-minded?
Gotta be realistic these days. It's a balance. And understanding that you're not gonna find a woman with no kids and you're not gonna find a man with no kids. So you gotta
it's something out there though.
It's
It's
quite a few, you know, but you know, when you run into, you know, most they just have kids.
But if you're open-minded, you'll have a better chance of meeting someone.
Right.
If you are open to dating a man or a woman with kids?
I experienced that. I'm good.
Okay, let me see. I feel like how individuals can balance their preferences with being open-minded is when you are being more open-minded, you can get a better chance of the dating pool. You don't have like a slim chance to none of meeting someone. So, I mean, you can balance it out. If you like, you don't have to. It's only if you want to. Because I don't know if I want to. But yeah.
And I hate sharing. It's my time.
Goodness. How do cultural and societal influences shape our dating preferences?
Right now, it's treating it like trash.
You say it's treating it like it's trash.
right now.
You feel like the society plays an effect on the dating. Yeah, because, people be listening to all these
social media.
dating people. What is it?
The dating gurus.
Yeah, the dating gurus. And they saying, well, this is how you should date and do that. And that's why you ain't got nobody, because you're not a high-value woman. See, you got to be a high-value, so all of this stuff. And, or if you are a high-value woman and you're over a certain age, oh, you too old. No, nobody wants you. They want somebody young,
Exactly. Or look, I see you as a 5, but I'm a 10. How you know you a 10? Because I said so.
I can't with you.
I know who you talking about.
You know what we're talking about. Okay, we're going to let him rest in peace.
Drinking all them Red Bulls. You flying, all right.
Leave my homeboy alone, man. Leave my homeboy alone, man.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yes,
you might think you a 10, but you a 5 in my eyes. And then I'd be like, well, you might think you a 10, but you a 2 in some other people's eyes, So at the end of the day, just let people have high self-esteem and think highly of themselves, and don't be trying to knock everybody down.
Don't clip them at the knees, yeah.
Because, right now, I'm really 6 feet tall, in my mind.
Well, I'm 5'3", and so I'm going to be honest, when it comes to the dating purpose, I like my men to be at least 5'8" and taller. 5'8" and taller. You can't be my height. We can't be looking at each other.
Because now I ain't going to respect you. I'm thinking you.
No, I'll respect you, but I just like to look up to you. There we go.
Now you look down and pick them up. Now, do you understand me?
I got to look up to you. Okay. Okay, let's see. What role do personal values and experiences play in forming dating preferences?
The dating.
Y'all don't know? What role do personal values and experiences play in forming dating preferences?
It could make you or break you.
Okay.
Well,
what about you, Q?
When it comes to those values, it's just like I was saying, you got to have a person that has the same values on valuing your time and valuing the time you're spending together to getting to know each other. So when it comes to the dating, you got to date with a purpose.
Yeah, true.
Don't date with just...
You can casual date.
Yeah,
or you could date to have you some friendly benefits.
Right.
Or you could date to be serious and want to, take it to the next level and get married. So, yeah.
Right. But I'm about to be 41 this year. I ain't got time to be dating just to see what
he dating with a purpose.
Yeah. So I ain't got time to be like, hey, we go on this and we go do this, and I ain't got time for that high school, that kindergarten type shit. I really don't. So
writing letters. Do you like me? Yes or no?
Yeah.
No. Do you want to be my boyfriend? Yes or no?
Nope.
We pass some letters to each other in class.
But see, that's the crazy thing. I could like this and like that, but what if I like someone that's not good for me?
Yeah,
we always tend to do that.
Yeah. But I don't.
Poison tastes better.
No, that's. So,
okay. Well, can preferences change over time, and if so, how? Do you feel like preferences can change over time?
It can.
What about you, Nisha?
It just depends on the partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the preferences can change, because I ain't gonna lie. I changed a lot of my preferences because, my friends were like, Tony, you're so picky. And I said, okay, I'll start being a little bit more, open-minded, and I'll kind of take that off, and I'll be compromising. I'll be open to this situation and that. So, I do feel like your dating preferences can change over time, because you can grow. You can't get older, and you can't get tired of being by yourself and be like, okay, you know what? I might, maneuver and deal with this and that and stuff like that. So, yeah, I do feel like you can.
That's why I say if I was a millionaire, I'd take a regular girl.
Okay. That's what's up. Okay.
I would, because, I don't know, it's just, just all about the building part,
Yeah. You can help her get a business, and the way she'll be making $1 million like you.
Right.
It is what it is, or close to it. I have. It don't matter. Okay, so I enjoyed this podcast. I enjoyed we talked about our different dating purposes and just people overall dating purposes. So what do you have for the viewers and the listeners that are watching this and listening to this?
When it comes to dating, be more open-minded. They have more varieties.
Yes.
So, go to Baskin Robbins and check out the
Baskin-Robbins?
varieties. Yeah,
'Cause
31
They got
flavors.
31 flavors, honey.
Sprinkles too.
What about you?
Sprinkles too.
What about you? Nish?
Yes, be open-minded. Also be aware and take time to get to know that person instead of just rushing into what you want, and have a purpose of dating.
And also understand their culture.
Yes.
When it comes to their dating.
Yes.
Understand their culture. Get to know more about their culture.
Right. I totally agree. Yeah. Get to know, because their culture might not like you. They might actually like you. So it's nothing wrong with dating outside your own preference, Well, I wouldn't say outside your preference, but outside your race. There's nothing wrong with that. Be more open-minded. Like Q said, and over time, if you feel like the dating preference list you got's not working, and you see it's about 10 years that you've been by yourself, you might need to reevaluate that dating preference, because if not, it might be another 10 years, and by that time, it might be even harder for you to find somebody, because by then you might be about 50, 60.
Damn, 10 years.
And
I
yeah. Because, I got this dating preference and I'm just sticking to this, So, it's nothing wrong with having preferences. I applaud anyone for having them, because I do, and I'm sure you do when you do. But we want to also make sure that they're realistic.
Right.
Okay? Because if not, you're going to be by yourself and by yourself and by yourself and by yourself. And you might like it. But I'm just saying, if you do want someone because you got dating preferences, then let's try to reevaluate them and be open-minded and be more open to, compromising and doing some things that you might say you wouldn't. You never know. You might really actually love that person that you do meet. So, yeah. All right, get out the norm. Goodness. All right. With that all being said, like always, please leave your feedback down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And until the next episode, bye.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actress, where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it $100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week. I was trying to sell a deal just like last week. Trying to run plays and run it up like the mathletes. It's in my DNA to have hope.